Propaganda is probably my most favorite intro ever, like just from literally the first second. Wake up world. It gets your attention, and then as I'll show you through the other clips, just the way it changes and everything that it brings. It's literally one of the most brilliant intros I have heard so far. If you can think of a better one, feel free to share in the comments down below. For this clip, I just wanted to show an example of kind of like the techno theme and sounds, and I just love it. I thought it was super cool. And then with this part, it just completely sucks you in, and I love everything about this. I don't know what else to say or what other words to use, except that it's brilliant. And then here we have the screaming of Eyes to the Sky, and then the screamo bits as well thrown in, and then you get the guitar starting, and oh, it just hits you hard. It really does. All I have to say for this section is Jungho's vocals. You don't need to say anything else. I absolutely love the introduction to this song. It's so smooth and slightly kind of mysterious, and the stage performance is to die for. I absolutely recommend checking that out if you have time. But yeah, it's a perfect setup, and then it really hits you in the chorus, which I will show you in a clip in a second here. But moving on to the next one. I just love this part so much. It's very swaggy, and I feel like I can hear a bit of auto-tuning, but I feel like it brings a cool element to it. Like, it doesn't bother me or offend me at all when it's used nicely and appropriately, and I think they did that for this song very, very well. And then you have this part leading up to the chorus, and again, Jungho's vocals. You really don't need to say anything more than that because he's just absolutely fabulous and talented. Oh, and it's just what a way to transition from the smoothness of the beginning of the song into the chorus. It's just, this whole thing is just amazing. And now at this point, we're completely hyped up, totally into it, and it's like, yep, here we go, we're going to Sector 1, let's go. Pack your bags, people. And with this part, I'm just a sucker for a really good rap, and I always enjoy the rap sequences in ATEEZ's songs, and this didn't disappoint. I absolutely loved it. Okay, moving forward, we're going to listen to my favorite clips from Cyberpunk, which I have to say is probably my favorite B-side on the whole album. Yeah, the first time I heard it, I was like, yeah, it's probably gonna be my favorite, and I am sticking to that. The vocals are just so nice, and I like how it's building up to the chorus and everyone sounds amazing. And then you throw in some rapping right beforehand, which is just perfection. Perfection. So I think it's super cool how they sing some of the notes in this chorus, because I feel like a lot of times notes will be sung upward, but this one they're almost sung downward. Okay, so I'm not professionally educated in this kind of stuff, so hopefully you guys understand what I mean. But yeah, I just thought it was super cool and a really nice touch and just kind of made it stand out a bit more. All I gotta say for this part is it just sounds really cool. It's just really cool, right? Okay, moving on to the title track now, which is Guerrilla. I knew from the clip that they had posted, like the 1 minute teaser of it, I was like, oh, this is going to be a hit. This sounds absolutely fantastic. And with Hong Jung's opening, it just set up the perfect environment and just the perfect setup and stage for the rest of the song. And I was just so impressed. I was really hoping that they were going to get at least one award for this song, and haha, they got like 6. So congratulations. In my personal opinion, it is 100% deserved. Like, come on, after hearing that, are you not hyped up? And then that little screamo bit in it? Oh, yes. Like, yes, 100%. And then this part is just absolutely gorgeous. I feel like some parts in this song will be kind of perhaps jarring to some people because it's very different sounds. The song brings quite a few different genres to the table, but I think the way they transitioned between it all was just really smooth and amazing. Probably going to use that word a lot, amazing, because it is. Gosh, that chorus, it slaps. It slaps everything. And then, of course, Jung Ho's vocals are just shown beautifully throughout this album. I feel like he always shines. Like, they're very good at showcasing everyone's talents, but I think, in my opinion, with this album, Jung Ho just really got to shine. We really got to hear him belt it out. He has a gorgeous voice, and I am certainly happy to hear it. And then with Mingi's rap, especially putting in a little bit more of that screamo inspired sound. Oh my gosh, if you are not hyped and ready to go after listening to this song, what is the matter with you? What is the matter with you? Of course, I'm just joking, guys. Like, don't take that comment too seriously, okay? Okay, so here's another example of where some listeners might find it jarring or like, oh my god, what the heck, where did this come from? For me, upon first listen, it did take me by surprise, but I still thought it sounded good, and I just love the transition between it all. So for me, it wasn't jarring. For me, it was a pleasant surprise, and I like it. I like a lot of these songs that mix sounds, mix genres, aren't afraid to break out a mold. So for me, high fives all around. Okay, now we're moving on to The Ring, which is probably my second favorite B-side. It just, again, it slaps. This whole CD does. If you haven't listened to it yet, buckle your seatbelts. It's quite a ride, but it is absolutely worth the time. But yeah, I should have recorded my initial reaction listening to this for the first time. Because of time difference, it was super late. I was listening to it anyway, and I just every single time the next song started, I was just like, oh, wow, oh my gosh, yada yada yada. It was kind of embarrassing, but I was just that's how blown away I was. Oh, every time I hear that part, I'm just like, who knew you could say I'm not okay so beautifully? I feel like if I'm having a bad day and someone's like, "Oh, how are you?" I should just play that part. I should just play the part. But how it's sung, it's just gorgeous. Oh, it's amazing. It's kind of like icing on a cake. That's how I'm going to describe it. When I heard this part, especially for the first time, I was like getting goosebumps. I love this song so much. I don't really know how to explain it per se, so that's why I'm inserting all these clips. But yeah, when I heard that, I was just like, oh my god, this is so cool. Said it once, I've said it twice, possibly 3 or 4 times already, but oh my gosh, it slaps. Um, some people by now will be like, oh, is that all you're gonna say? It's just good things. Yes. Yes, ATEEZ is in my top 3 favorite groups of all time for a reason. Yes. I really loved the rap part in this as well, especially Hung Jung's part. I feel like he changed maybe his tone a little bit, or it's just how he delivered it. It was really cool. Suited this song well. Yeah, and like I said earlier, I am a sucker for rap, so yeah, top marks for that. They quoted some Tolkien here. Like, if you don't believe me, Google it. But like, come on, when you thought they couldn't get any cooler, they're like, ah, ha, ha, watch this. So yeah. Okay, so now we're going to talk about where do I go. This one, I mean, it all does, but this one sounded extra super good when I was listening to it in the car, especially when I got to the chorus part, the thumpy bass. Yeah, it was really nice. Really, really nice. And I would describe the song, it's kind of like it's almost like an anthem. It just gets you hyped up in like an anthem kind of way. Hopefully you kind of get what I mean if you've already heard the song or through the clips. But yeah, that's kind of like how I would describe how the song makes me feel. Okay, and then right away, like totally grooving and rocking out. And then the part where he's like, leave me alone. Again, it's sung so beautifully. I don't know why I find that so entertaining, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, especially this part. This is kind of like when I was trying to say it reminds me of an anthem or makes you feel like it. You're just totally into it. You're either stomping along or head bobbing or whatever. It's just got a really good beat to it. Um, yeah, it's just brilliant to say the least. No comments. I'm just grooving. I'm just grooving over here, guys. I think this might be my favorite rap part on the album, or at least one of my favorite parts. I just love how like the tone he's using and how he's saying the words and stuff like that. Whatever it's technically called, I apologize, but it's sick. Like it is so cool. When I first heard it, I was like, dang. Yeah. So yeah, high fives, thumbs up. I know this is a positive review. Okay, I know my title was a little daring with the ATEEZ present or ATEEZ absent, but they're present absolutely and 100%. So watch out, world. All right, so we are already on to the final song, which is New World, and it is the perfect way to wrap up this album with ATEEZ. I love all of their songs, fast, slow, serious, cutesy, loud, all of it. They don't have a bad song. You can fight me on this. But yeah, I would have to say before this album came out, the Treasure Episode 2 was my favorite. So it had like Holla Holla, Say My Name, Desire, and like that entire album I never skip. Love it. It was my favorite. I know this one is new, and that might be why I'm saying, oh, it's my new favorite. But I really do think, even as time passes, so far, this has been my favorite. It has been an absolute joy. I've listened to it probably 30 times at this point. The other day, I listened to it back to back, running errands 4 or 5 times in the car, and it still wasn't boring. So, applause. I'm so happy for them. I'm so proud of them. And I can't wait to see what else they bring to the table with this new series. I'm just vibing. No comment again. Just totally vibing, and I hope you are too. Love the rap. Nothing new or unusual there. So for this one, I'm just trying to showcase the chorus, and I don't know about you, but I cannot sit still. You gotta jam out in some way or another, whether it's foot tapping, head banging, or full out dancing. Like, if you can stay perfectly still, I applaud you, because I can't. What a voice. Out of fourth gen vocalists, he's my favorite. He's my absolute favorite, hands down. And for this is just a really cool part of the song. It adds a little something something just to keep your attention. It keeps the song interesting. And yeah, I just have nothing but good things to say. Oh, indeed, Mingy. Indeed. Freaking loved it. Oh my gosh. Applause. Applause again. Come on, people, join me. Okay, so that concludes the musical commentary clip section. Thank you so much for enduring that. Again, I apologize for not knowing musical technical terms. I probably didn't express my feelings in the best way, but I did try my best, and I thank you so much for joining me for this part. And yeah, I hope you have a great day, night, whenever you're watching this. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.